conservative, and the beaker gives it something sharp to look at. So let's talk about the interior here a little bit. The base price of the TLX, mind you, is starting at right under $31,000. Now, for that, I expect a lot of leather touches here and there, but over here you just have, it's soft touch quality material, but that's also present in the current Hondas, and I feel like if I'm paying for a luxury car, I should get luxury materials. A lot of the buttons, a lot of the switches, a lot of the knobs are straight from the Honda Accord. I would expect a little more luxury on the inside. Interior options wise, the one I'm driving here is a fully loaded Acura TLX with all-wheel drive. This is the highest you can go in the model lineup. So it costs about $45,000, taxes and everything included. And for that, you get a bunch of cool technology features that some of the competitors don't offer. For instance, adaptive cruise control. Yeah, a lot of the cars offer that, but they do not offer lane keep assist, where the car will actually steer itself. And the Acura TLX here, I just push this button down here, and I can let go of the steering, and the car will read the stripes on the road and steer the car for me, even through like a little bit of a bend. Not any, 90-degree right-hand turn, but like through a little bit of bends in the road, it'll, steer. It's enough time for you to send a text, which I don't recommend. Don't text and drive. It's not safe at all. All right, some other features. You have parking sensors. You have lane departure warning. So if you do steer out of lane, it'll warn you and beep at you, kind of steer you back into the lane a little bit too. Other than that, you have the technology package, Bluetooth, an infotainment system with AHA radio, Pandora, iPod, USB connectivity. I have heated seats in here, no heated steering wheel. I kind of wish I had that, especially since we are based out of New York and it gets really cold here, especially for me. I get really cold really easily. Let's talk about the powertrain and the engine options. Base Acura starting at right under $31,000, comes with a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine making 206 horsepower. We're driving the 3.5 liter V6, which makes 290 horsepower. 0 to 60 comes in about 5.6 seconds for the V6 and 6.5 for the inline 4-cylinder. Acceleration wise, ride quality wise, it's really smooth. The 3.5 liter comes with a 9-speed automatic with this gear selector. They don't have a regular shift knob. They have buttons here instead that you just push and puts you in that gear. I think that's really cool. It's different. The 2.4 liter comes with an 8-speed dual clutch transmission, offering quick shifts. The 9-speed automatic, it does offer quick shifts. There's no lag, but I wish it was like the dual clutch, which keeps going really, really fast. It does have this IDS mode selector, which I can select Eco, Normal, Sport, and Sport Plus. There is a difference between Sport and Sport Plus. Sport, not as sporty as Sport Plus, go figure. But when you're in Sport Plus, I just still don't feel the steering tighten up, the suspension changing a little bit. It's just, the revs are higher, it redlines every shift, but you're never taking the Acura TLX to a racetrack. You're not gonna go there and be like, oh, this is track day. I bought my Acura TLX to go bat crazy. You're probably wondering, why is everything in Acura's lineup being renamed with an X at the end of it? The reason behind that, recent reports suggest to differentiate itself from other luxury brands, they're going to start offering all-wheel drive as a standard option. Now that worked for Subaru back in the 1990s when they did that, and it really helped their sales. It really helped boost their sales. So maybe this is good for Acura. Maybe they should offer all-wheel drive as a standard option, and their all-wheel drive system is very popular. So, this might give Acura another edge. I like the exterior design. I like the interior. It's a very comfortable place to be in. But one thing I cannot stand about Acura is this dual screen system. I don't know, I just feel like it's too much going on here. The navigation screen is there, audio screen is here, but I can what I'm listening to twice. It makes no sense to me. The other thing I don't like is the gear selector. It is pretty cool, it's innovative, it's different. You just push the button, but sometimes when I'm driving, I just have to hold on to the shifter. I mean, I like driving manual cars more than automatic cars. And so when I'm driving an automatic, I just like to hold on to the gear knob. And over here I can't, so sometimes I actually put a water bottle there instead in the cup holder and just held onto that, just for comfort. It bothers me. So while I enjoyed this pumpkin spiced iced coffee here on this breezy fall day, let me offer you guys some advice. The Acura TLX starts at just under $31,000 for the 2.4 liter, $35,000 for the V6, and $45,000 fully loaded with all-wheel drive, V6, and all the bells and whistles, right? So you might think that's a little bit expensive for Acura, but if you pick out a similarly optioned out BMW 3 Series and C-Class, you're looking at close to like $55,000 over that. And that's quite a lot of money. So Acura here has offered all that for $45,000, and I think that's a good buy. So if Acura is not back yet, they're on their way. My name is Omar Rana. Thank you for watching FLD Tours, and I'll see you next time.
And precision all-wheel steer is really a game-changing technology for us. Effectively, what precision all-wheel steer does is it reduces the turning radius at those lower speeds because it's out-of-phase turning. It makes parking very easy. And typically, when you have a car that's very quick and nimble at the low and mid speeds, the problem with that is that at the high speeds, they can be a bit of a handful.
And it's very unnoticeable from the cockpit, but it definitely, when you put it into a corner, you know, all four tires are just working in sync to help you to go through the corner smoothly.
You drive some of our competitor cars, and yeah, they're a lot of fun to drive on a winding, twisting road or on a track, but driving them every day down the highway, I mean, it is a lot of work.
I want to say one other thing. I don't know if you can use this, but this is the truth. Only a few cars in the world, nobody in our segment offers independent rear wheel steering, but only a few cars in the world offer independent rear wheel steer, and they're at more than twice the price at this car.
Precision all-wheel steer, along with the ability to customize the feel of the TLX, means this car delivers on that fun-to-drive promise.
Such a good fit is that it adjusts to any driver with its integrated dynamic system. That's IDS, and the control setting is located right here by the shifter.
IDS, or the integrated dynamic system, we have 4 different modes. We've got Econ, and that's basically for the driver that wants to have the best fuel economy. He's just driving back and forth to work. He wants to save money. He wants to get great fuel economy. Then we have the normal mode, and the general customer is going to use the normal mode. It still has a very good athletic flavor, very sporty flavor to the vehicle, but we also have a Sport and a Sport Plus mode. So with the Sport mode, we're really giving the customer improved response or more response, not only through throttle, but also with steering. So they're getting quicker response in both those areas. They're also powerful or an engine sound standpoint. And then we have Sport Plus, which Sport Plus is really one of the coolest modes we've got on the car, at least for myself, because I do love to drive the car. So it keeps the car in the higher RPM ranges so that we have more power, we have more torque on demand that way. A lot of our competitor cars do offer an IDS type system. However, one of the things that we learned very early on is that a lot of these systems really didn't do much. So that was the biggest thing we wanted to make sure, was that our modes were very separate and that any customer could feel the benefit in each one of those modes.
What setting do I put it in? I put it in Sport Plus. I mean, of course I put it in Sport Plus mode. Yeah, that's where the car really shines. I mean, it's really fun to drive, and I'm fortunate to drive a lot of back roads to work, so I get to use Sport Plus mode a lot.
Integrated dynamic system is the best answer for what this client demands. A car that's economical, but flat out fun to drive when needed. And all you have to do is push a button.